Do you ever feel unsure about your relationships? Do you find yourself questioning whether your partner truly cares about you or if they might leave you at any moment? Maybe you crave closeness but push people away. You might find yourself wanting to be close to someone, yet feeling the urge to distance yourself when they get too close. Perhaps you worry about your partner leaving or not loving you enough. These fears can lead to constant anxiety, making you check your phone repeatedly or overthink every interaction. If this sounds familiar, you might have an anxious attachment style. Understanding this can be the first step towards healing and building healthier relationships. Attachment styles are like blueprints for how we connect with others. They shape our expectations and behaviors in relationships. We develop them in childhood based on our relationships with caregivers. The way our parents or primary caregivers interacted with us sets the foundation. Anxious attachment often stems from inconsistent care. When a caregiver's attention and affection are unpredictable, it can create confusion and insecurity. Imagine a child whose parent is sometimes loving and attentive, other times distant or dismissive. This inconsistency can be very confusing for a child. This unpredictability creates anxiety in the child. They never know what to expect, leading to a constant state of alertness and worry. They learn to cling on and seek constant reassurance. This behavior can carry over into adult relationships where they might need frequent validation from their partner. This pattern, formed early on, can impact our romantic relationships later in life. Recognizing and understanding these patterns can help us work towards more secure and fulfilling connections. Picture a baby crying, needing comfort. If the caregiver consistently responds with love and care, the baby learns that their needs will be met. They develop a sense of security and trust. However, if the caregiver's responses are inconsistent, sometimes there, sometimes not, the baby's world feels uncertain. They don't know what to expect. This inconsistency can lead to an anxious attachment style. The child grows up feeling insecure, constantly seeking reassurance and validation from others. They may become overly dependent on their partners, fearing abandonment. These early experiences shape our internal working models of relationships. They influence how we perceive love, closeness, and connection. People with anxious attachment often exhibit certain behaviors and personality traits. They may be clingy and needy, requiring constant reassurance and attention from their partners. People pleasers, going above and beyond to please others, often neglecting their own needs, fearful of rejection, highly sensitive to criticism, and interpreting any sign of distance as rejection. Jealous and possessive, feeling threatened by their partner's interactions with others. These behaviors are not about being difficult, but rather a reflection of deep-seated fear and insecurity. It's like constantly seeking a secure connection that feels elusive. Section 4. The inner workings of an anxious mind. Imagine your mind as a stage. For someone with anxious attachment, the spotlight is often on their partner. Their thoughts race with questions. Does my partner really love me? What if they leave? Why haven't they texted back? This internal monologue is fueled by insecurity and a fear of abandonment. They crave closeness but also fear being too vulnerable. This inner turmoil can lead to self-sabotaging behaviors. They might push their partner away out of fear of getting hurt, even though they desperately want closeness. Section 5. Love on shaky ground. Navigating relationships. Relationships can feel like a roller coaster for someone with an anxious attachment style. The emotional ups and downs can be overwhelming. They crave intimacy but struggle with trust and security. This constant battle between wanting closeness and fearing rejection can be exhausting. They might overanalyze their partner's actions, reading too much into every word and gesture. A missed call or a brief text can send them into a spiral of anxiety. They might worry about what it means and fear the worst. They might become overly dependent on their partner, seeking constant reassurance and comfort. They rely on their partner for their sense of worth and validation, often feeling incomplete without their approval. They might engage in protest behaviors, acting out to get attention or test their partner's commitment. They might pick fights or withdraw to test their partner's love, creating unnecessary conflict. These patterns can create a vicious cycle where their actions push their partner away, leading to more anxiety and insecurity. Their behavior might push their partner away, confirming their deepest fears and leaving them feeling even more alone and misunderstood. Section 6. Breaking free from anxious patterns. The good news is that anxious attachment is not a life sentence. You have the power to change and grow beyond it. With self-awareness and effort, it's possible to develop healthier relationship patterns. Here are some steps. Recognize your attachment style. This means understanding how your past experiences shape your current behavior. Understanding your patterns is the first step towards change. Challenge negative thought patterns. This involves questioning the validity of your anxious thoughts and replacing them with more balanced perspectives. Learn to identify and challenge the anxious thoughts that fuel your insecurity. Communicate your needs effectively. This means being open and honest about what you need from your partner. Express your needs and feelings to your partner in a clear and assertive way. Seek professional help. A therapist can provide support and guidance as you work through your attachment issues. They can offer tools and strategies to help you manage your anxiety. Remember, healing takes time and patience. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and mindfulness, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. Be kind to yourself during the process. Self-compassion is crucial as you navigate this journey towards healthier relationships. Section 7. Finding security within. True security in relationships begins with finding security within yourself. This involves building self-esteem and self-awareness. Recognize your worthiness of love and connection independent of others. Developing self-soothing techniques is essential. Learn healthy ways to manage anxiety and stress, such as mindfulness or exercise. Setting clear boundaries. Learn to say no and prioritize your own needs and well-being. By cultivating a stronger sense of self, you can approach relationships from a place of security rather than fear or insecurity. Remember, you are worthy of love and belonging always.